Welcome to Saturday is Wrong with your host, the ultimate video game. Virtual intellect, the Casey is wrong. We talk about video games, pro wrestling and whatever the fuck we want to talk about with this co-host AJ Raider, Tex, Joe, Compton, Michael, Devious Dave Rose, MK3 Kratos. And the rules because it's Saturday is raw. This means raw. Saturday is raw. If you want some, come get some pop because it's Saturday's raw.
Luigi Primo. And I make a best of pizza. Just like how you have to knead the dough and put on the sauce and the cheese and the toppings. So Casey is going to go to the video game store. He's going to find the best retro titles like a Mario or a Contra. And he's going to put it on a pizza. Put it in the oven for 600 degrees. Take it out and it's going to be a melted plastic. And you're going to take a bite. It's going to burn your mouth and tear up your esophagus. But you're going to love the way it tastes because it's going to be a pizza for your mind. Please enjoy. Casey is raw. And remember, I make the best pizza.
It's Saturday night with Casey's raw energy. We're ready for the fight. Agent Raiders and Tex rise to the call. MK3, Kratos and Joe, we're having a ball. From video games to wrestling, we cover it all. We're the kings of the screen under neon lights. Saturday raw, igniting the night. With a crew so wild, we'll rise to the top. In the world of gaming, we'll never stop. In this chaos, we find our might. Michael's lost in the shadows, but we're alright. Discussing world news, no fear, no shame. With laughter and stories, fueling the game. Join the madness as we break down the walls. We're the kings of the screen under neon lights. Saturday raw, igniting the night. With a crew so wild, we'll rise to the top. In the world of gaming, we'll never stop. Join the madness as we break down the walls.
What up, guys? My name is Casey's Raw. Welcome to Saturday is Raw. This is 150 episode of Saturday is Raw, guys. I'd like to thank the people who's here. We got Costanza, who was in here earlier, and Kratos. Kratos said he might be around. So, how's everyone doing today? Um, myself, I've been kind of having this nasty chest cold for a while. That was one of the reasons why I didn't want to do Saturday as Raw for the last couple weeks. I was being sick and I've been tired, and really there wasn't anything to do as wrestling wise or news wise. But on, I was thinking about watching AEW Revolution. I mean, I'm sure it was a good show, but it was while I was here, it was what 5.5 hour pay per view. So I was like, God dang, me being sick and me doing a 5.5 hour uh reaction. I mean, at least they're giving you bang for your buck, while WWE's product has just been in the garbage. But one of the biggest things that was just released recently is that how Tony Khan, I guess him and his company, was trying to buy out WWE back in 2023 and for like $6.9 billion. Man, imagine what it would have been like if Tony Khan was uh, behind the wheel in the WWE juggernaut. Like, would he keep AEW and have WWE absorbed into them, or you keep WWE and you absorb AEW, or have both? I mean, and just have a giant, like, cool war going between them. But obviously, it'd be all good for them. You could send WWE guys over to and AAA. God, too. Think about it. You have CMLL is with AEW doing a partner relationship, while AAA is bought by WWE. So that would kind of put the end of their CMLL relationship, because they would automatically he would own AAA. It would have been interesting. I mean, I don't know if Tony Khan would have done the greedy tactics that TKO has with, like, they take the WWE Network slash Peacock, and they're like, well, little bit of pieces. This piece will go to Netflix. This piece will go over to Peacock. This piece will go to ESPN. I'm sorry. I'm still. I mean, if I sound weird, it's because like I said, I'm still dealing with a cold. About getting over it, but I'm still having kind of coughing fits. But I'll be okay. Got cough drops. I took cough medicine, and I got good old lemonade on my side too. So, yeah, I'm just curious. I would love, like, if Dave would come in, I would love to spitball ideas. Like, what would he think AEW would have been like if Tony Khan bought WWE? I mean, at least I feel like he would care about the product. Then, see, I don't really think TKO really cares about the WWE product. Obviously, I feel they only care about the pretty much the bottom line is the money for TKO, if you ask me. So it's like, I mean, and it's obviously you can start seeing that where, like I said, with all those things they've been doing, splintering out their digital content out there. But then, obviously, I mean, since TKO took over, they were trying. They first was raising the tickets. They didn't start doing that in America. They started doing that shit in Europe or internationally. And like we were hearing it internationally with those um pay-per-view shows were like where the nosebleeds were like $300. We got Kentucky Fried Rat Dogs as ass with one of the bushwhackers. I don't know which one that is. I think is that Butch. But I mean, honestly, TKO. Like at first, you would think TKO would have been a great thing because Endeavor was doing good with UFC. I mean, at least what they did good with UFC, they put uh their pay-per-views now and fight nights on Paramount. So you don't have to pay $80 for a pay-per-view anymore. You can just watch any of their fights now on Paramount. So I think that's good. But I think, gosh, I just like, I mean, imagine, God, it would have been weird. I mean, obviously, since Endeavor purchased the WWE became even bigger juggernaut because you've been merged with UFC. I mean, honestly, that's like Target and Walmart merging together. I'm like, that's like that. Well, actually, I mean, that would be like if AEW and WWE merges. But I was like trying to maybe like if Walmart merges with like Lowe's, because I mean they're in the same kind of thing where Walmart has some um stuff that you can get from Lowe's, but Lowe's is more home improvement. Yeah, there's some home improvement at Walmart, but it's like it's like you got real fighting in the UFC, WWE's fake fighting. That test code is backed up by jizz. Yeah, I just can't. See, when I got it first time, it didn't last this long. I was able to beat it. And then, like, after maybe a month, I got it again. Like, motherfucker. And then this one seems like it's lingering longer. Get me drink some lemonade. Oh, talk about Kentucky Fried Rat Dog. Here's Rat Dog. He's saying hi. Anytime I do a show or play a game, he's got to come over and he's saying that he wants me to give him some attention. But yeah, that was one of the things I thought was interesting. That put some mustard on him. Actually, I was thinking about for Halloween is get a Halloween costume of him in like a hot dog bun, like him as a foot long hot dog, and walk him around my apartment areas, see what people get a kick out of that or something. He just likes to. Oh no! Oh no! Look at that! He took my picture and put it right there. Rotisserie rat dog. Oh my god! There's just stands a case. He's going to buy Stone Cold Fortnite. I mean, I hadn't really played Fortnite in a while, but is Stone? I'm like, I don't know. Is Stone Cold in there? Dude, having oh god, what's her fucking name that I was playing as for a while? That fucking uh Kim Kardashian, that bitch. Um it doesn't shock me who's in Fortnite anymore. If that bitch is in Fortnite, then anyone will be in Fortnite. Like, it's insane. Hold Rat Dog up for a picture. Okay, here we go. Rat Dog, look forward. You're gonna get a thumb. You'll have to take it quick. Rat Dog. But actually, I was gonna do a show for my birthday Wednesday, but I was sick and I've just been tired all week. And no, then I know you're lying, Epstein. But I was just tired and sick. And yeah, I did play some games. Like I played Warcraft 2 again. But as of and I played something else from the PS3. No, on the PS3, but it was a PS1 game. But I did record a bunch of several games. Played. The island is in the new map. Oh God! Happy 54th. PS5 is ditching PSN names. Huh. I might have to get like a roll of paper, like tissue paper, because I'm gonna need to blow my nose. Actually, I probably need to take some Benadryl. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? You want money? You want money? That's always a joke. You know, he always wants attention from me. What do you want from me, rat? Oh, he keeps wanting me to hold him. What do you want from me? I I could I couldn't say I was here all day because I wasn't, because I was actually out earlier. Um I went to my grandparents' house that was on my mom's side, first time in a while. And I was supposed to go through some stuff, and I hadn't been in that house probably good year and a half, 2 years, give or take. And I was just when I walked in there, it was just I was walking around the house, and I was just getting emotional because I was like going, remembering old times and just looking around. And honestly, I had no idea what I was going to want to bring back with me. I was going to think about looking at the tool that my grandpa had, but I was just emotional. I got real emotional, and what sucked, it got real hot out here today too. I think it got at 93 degrees today. So, and I kind of doubled down. I went to I was like I said, I was emotional. I went over to my family's gravesite, and probably a bad time to do it, but I was just getting emotional, and just it was a bad decision to do that. Steve Count. Oh shit, we got MK3 Kratos. What's up, dude?
How you been, dude? Happy early birthday.
Oh, thank you. How's how's it going?
My mom just celebrated her birthday, 56 years old, yesterday.
Apparently, if you go back to what Kentucky Fried Rat Dog, I'm just 2 years behind her. Apparently, to him, I'm 54. He's off by 10 years. But
Oh, 44? Nice.
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I don't feel like I'm 44, but like I feel like I'm still a young guy at heart.
Hmm.
But I was like,
Yeah.
and I still get people who are like, oh gosh, it's not like oh like
Think about it like this: you're not 44, you're 21 with 23 years of life experience.
oh god, that makes it even worse. That makes that really does. That makes it even worse because I'm like, dude. I mean, I assume you already had your 10-year reunion up, right? For your high school.
I don't even go to high school reunions like that.
I had an Ealer, but actually I had 20 that came up.
Mhm.
Actually, it was 25 that just came up. I don't know why they decide they want to do a 25-year uh in
Mhm.
in
High school
uh
reunion.
yeah reunion. But I was thinking about it. I was like, yeah, nah. Like the the first time I was in Pennsylvania. The
Mhm.
second time I was just, you know, getting over what happened. So I was like, I'm not ready. And
I mean,
now I'm like,
personally, if I ever go to a high school reunion,
mm,
I'm literally not going to be around too many people I know because a good chunk of them are either in prison at this point,
oh God.
or pregnant with their third child.
Oh God. You know what's crazy? Some of the women I'm not saying I'm talking to, I look on Tinder and stuff like that. And they'll say like they'll be in like their like early 40s and they're like saying they got grandchildren. It's like how the fuck you get grandchildren at 40?
Having
Like
having their kids during high school. That's how.
yeah, yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like, what did you pop the kid out just before high school ended?
I
And
mean,
then they
I had one. I had one graduate at like 20 years old because she had her kid at what, 16? Her first kid was
oh
having
my
16.
damn. I mean, I know
And
that happens, but
and
like
the sad part is the person who was the father of the kid, we went to high school with as well.
oh God. You
And he
mean
was upper
grinder?
class to her. So he was a sophomore when she was a freshman. By the time sophomore year happened, she was already 5 months pregnant.
But like I said, I know it happens, but like God, when your kid double dips right after they're about the same age when that person was born, I was like, God dang, like there's some women I've been talking to, and like there's one of my exes where she's only a few years older and she had children and now she has grandchildren. And actually she had like for me, like dude, like imagine if I would start dating this person again and let's say get married, that mean not only I'm instantly a stepfather, I'm like a what, step grandfather now? I'm like,
Yeah.
what? So, like, no, like, I hadn't had any children from my side yet. So, I mean, I'm not saying that I wouldn't want to date anyone with children. I feel like I can't be that judgy right now about it because
Oh, I can. I can.
well, your age, yeah, your age, but
There
for
was this
me,
Instagram reel I saw of an 18-year-old stepfather. 18-year-old stepfather dating a 40-something-year-old, married to a 40-something-year-old woman with a 21-year-old stepson. I'm
oh
like,
good God,
and he
that would be
and the teenager's wondering why the 21-year-old doesn't respect him as his father. I'm like, you're
oh yeah,
younger.
no, yeah, no shit. I wouldn't respect him either. I mean, I probably would say, deuces on her on the mom because I'm like, hold on. I mean, I can understand if the person is of legal age, but when the kid that you're dating is younger than your kid,
Younger than
that
your firstborn. That's a problem.
yeah, yeah, that's a problem. Yes, yeah, the firstborn. God means him even younger than the youngest kid. That would be even 100 times worse.
That'd be a lot worse.
Yeah, but I'm like, for me, I was like, I can't be too judgy. So like, if a woman like tells me she has kids, I'm like, okay. I mean,
As long as
I
they're
can't.
younger than me, I'm fine with it. You
Yeah,
know.
well, yeah. Oh, that would be weird
I
because
mean,
I'm trying not to. I'm
personally,
not.
I had a friend who now has two kids from two different baby daddies.
No, good.
And the first baby daddy, he's dead. As far as I know, her second man is still in her life, as far as I know. And he's the father of her second daughter.
In
But
Alabama, there's no. That's funny.
oh God. You know, they actually implemented a curfew in downtown St. Louis, which is
Really?
like, yeah, it was on like Spectrum News of all places.
Is it
Downtown
because?
St. Louis is the curfew for kids set for people 17 and younger
Oh, okay. Well,
because of
I
I
mean,
guess
it's
something involving
like,
teenagers walking around with guns downtown
well, I mean, honestly,
for the
if
March
you're
Madness last
out and
night.
about, and honestly, if you're out and about at less than 18, you shouldn't be out too late than like honestly 10 o'clock anyways.
Yeah, true.
Maybe by midnight I can understand to have a deadline for curfew for kids to get home. But
Mm.
like if it was like overall, like oh my god, that's nuts. But I thought it was gonna be something about ice related or something.
No, it was mainly due to like the teenagers toting like semi-automatic weapons downtown as well
Oh,
the other night
nice.
before
See,
the
I
March
wouldn't.
Madness games.
See, I
And
wouldn't even
that was
think
at
St.
Enterprise
Louis.
Center between Miami and Missouri.
See, I wouldn't even think St. Louis would be really that bad area. Every time I
Oh, it was
drive
bad.
by, I mean, honestly, there's bad sides to every city. Honestly, there's good sides and bad sides. Like when I went to Indianapolis one time, it was me and my wife. We are traveling either or. We were on vacation. We were driving from Pennsylvania to Oklahoma. I think we were traveling from Pennsylvania to Oklahoma. Either or. But we had to stop in Indianapolis for
Mhm.
because something with the highway was had a detour, so we had
Okay.
to pull off in Indianapolis so we can get a new setting on the GPS.
Mhm.
And we're waiting, and and I was pulling this gas station, and it looked like this gang was right there. I was like, "Fuck this!" I went in and out. And then went to a fast food restaurant, and I don't remember what it was. I could have been Wendy's, Arby's. I don't remember.
Oh dear.
But I pulled up so we can try to, like I say, get a setting on the GPS. And next thing I saw, someone pulled to my left side, backing up, and the person was like mouthing words, "Please, please" to me. I'm like, I assume they're probably asking for money, but I was like, I can't help you. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I just told my wife, was like, I don't care where we're heading. I'm gonna head this way until it tells us where to go.
Yep.
Because it's like, fuck that.
I mean Kentucky Fried. If he was getting gas station hot dogs and there was a gang nearby, he'd have to fear for his life at that point.
And no, I didn't go
The
to
hot dogs have to
any,
fear for their lives as well.
but no, I didn't go to Indiana on vacation. I just happened to stop in Indianapolis because I was coming from Pennsylvania to Oklahoma, and
Mhm.
Indianapolis was in on the way.
Okay.
But I was like, oh my god. But
Well, you have to remember
I might,
one thing. About a year or two ago, St. Louis was number one in homicides in the whole country. It was
damn.
number one in homicides in the whole country across all like all types of homicides.
Driving by it looked good, but I mean, I drove by a few times, so I didn't even think it would be that bad. But that's just
A
driving by.
mother and daughter were killed by a hit and run guy after a Drake concert that I was personally at a couple years ago.
That.
And the lawyer for the dude tried to get the kid, I should say, only 8 years in prison for essentially going 70 miles an hour downtown and making a mother and daughter disappear from traffic cameras. Essentially, they did a disappearing act with how fast he was going when he
Hey,
hit them.
so let me ask you something real quick. So did you hear that Dennis Rodman is going to be inducted in the WWE Hall of Fame?
Yes, and no, it wasn't Sonny because this person was a black dude, and
What?
he killed like
Oh,
two
oh,
two Caucasian women, and
oh,
people were
God.
actually asking like, were they legal to be here? I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh my God, that's fucked up.
This was a
But
black teenager that his lawyer tried to say he's a model student when he's done this more than once before.
oh,
He's been caught speeding before. And yet, the time he kills people, they want to say, oh, he's a model student. Then the footage comes out about the traffic cam footage where he just makes these two women disappear like Houdini off the traffic cams with how fast it was going.
I mean, it's
He got about 20 years
yeah.
in prison. 20 years for
Well,
vehicular manslaughter, I think.
yeah. I was like that. Like it's amazing how people like. Yeah, obviously that person definitely deserves to get arrested. But I was gonna like, hey, I mean, since watching that Vince McMahon, oh gosh, that Vince McMahon uh car accident video, I was
Mhm.
like he deserves to go to jail too. But actually, there was more footage that they released later. That
Really?
yeah, they didn't show. They only showed earlier, obviously, to the point where Vince was in a SUV. I guess that was a cop
That's
car.
the Rolls. I think that was a Rolls Royce he was driving. Was that the body cam footage from the cops?
Oh yeah, the body
Yeah,
cam
that's
from
the
the
Rolls
cops.
Royce he was driving, not an SUV.
No,
Not a.
when later on, where I guess a sergeant comes up and is like, "I know who you are, Vince." Like,
Oh wow.
but I think that was he was in the cop SUV. But then there was one point where the person who he struck walked up to the cop, and she figured out it was some like who that was,
Mm-hmm.
and she found out it was Vince McMahon. So
Yep.
she like on the cop started acting like, well, like start to defend Vince a little bit. Like
Oh,
she
geez.
made a joke as, well, maybe my neck is starting to hurt now, Like it was obviously a joke, but the
Yeah.
cop obviously had to take it serious. Like, well, you can't do anything right now. It's been recorded. And obviously she said she was joking, but I it was that was pretty much it. She wanted to go talk to him, I guess to I don't know, maybe
Maybe
give
get his
her
information for like insurance.
probably. I mean, I guarantee you he did. Well, yeah, it was obviously he didn't went up there and talk to her because he was still in the car when
Mm-hmm.
the cop walked up to him.
Yep.
But no, I was wondering, like, Do you think Dennis Rodman deserved to be in the Hall of Fame?
He only had 2 matches. No.
I don't know. I'm on the fence.
Both of them at the same pay-per-view. Wasn't it Bash at the Beach 97 and 98 that he had his matches at?
No, it was not only he did matches, but he was like doing stuff with the NWO for a while.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was also a Hulkamaniac he was also in the Hulkamaniac t-shirt in 94 too. If you look at the Bash at the Beach 94 like interviews that Hogan did back in the day. He was seen with Gene Okerlund in them too.
I was kind of shocked that they were gonna induct him because I was like, really? Him? I mean, it's not the worst in celebrity being inducted. I mean, I still say Drew Carey.
It'd be a lot worse if it were like someone else.
Yeah. I mean, like I say, Drew Carey's still the worst one. But I was like, I can see why they're doing it, and like they probably want to get someone controversial in there.
I mean, the last time I saw him wrestle, he was so inebriated on whatever he was on. It made even Hulk Hogan roll his eyes with how bad he smelled during their entrance together against Diamond Dallas Page and Karl Malone.
That tag match
of the 98.
It's so hard to say this right now with my cold saying Kentucky Fried Rat Dogs says induct Chuck Norris. You know what? I wouldn't doubt that it might happen.
I'd induct him over freaking Dennis.
But what sucks is obviously can't do it now. I mean, he can't do it while he's alive because he's dead now. So that sucks. But I mean I felt
true, yeah.
I was gonna say that he was 86, so I mean, some people still act like I guess you're supposed to be hit 100 if something went wrong. I mean, I don't know what he died of, but
they said he died in transport to a hospital in Hawaii on March 19th late at night or something.
I'm just curious.
Oh my God, Walker Texas corpse, Jesus.
But I'm just curious. Let's see what the news says. If they said if there's any update, what caused, but the cause of death. Let's see.
Apparently, this year is just what?
I didn't realize that he was an Oklahoma native. Oh my God! I saw what you're saying, Walker Texas corpse. Oh my God, that's fucked up.
I mean, personally, most people don't realize that Vincent Price is a St. Louis native, unless you look at it as like history. Vincent Price was born in St. Louis.
Oh.
Who's Dennis Condrey?
Huh? Oh. Where the I click on it and it has all this crap. Apparently, don't trust. Don't go to Oklahoman for the. God, that looks so bad. The Oklahoman. Oh, that looks bad, doesn't it?
Yes. Yes. Okay, bad gas station hot dog. Oh God.
Oh, there it is. I'm like, why did it? Oh,
sleep apnea, and they show a picture of a woman looking like she's ready to take some dick in her mouth.
Oh. I was just seeing what the cause is. Like after some medical emergency occurred. Yeah, that does not look good right there. She looks like she's already taken the dick.
She's looking like she's ready to take it deep down her past her DSLs and past her tonsils.
Oh no, it looks like she's already having the dick inside of her. That's what she looks like.
Or she's ready to take the pearl necklace, so to speak,
Oh God.
across her face and chest.
But that sucks to
That's
hear
awesome.
about that he passed. But I mean, it and it's not doesn't shock me too much because like he was up there. I mean, I guess he was in his 40s when he did his um appearance for WWE back in the mid 90s.
Mhm.
The anal. That's funny. But yeah, then so one of the other bigger things that came up earlier was obviously that Tony Khan was trying to buy the WWE back in 2023.
Yeah, I saw
So,
that. I thought that was like a weird thing to have. Oh my god!
oh my God.
Oh my
But for $6.9 billion, I know that he didn't pay for the whole thing to get AEW up and going. A lot of that came
You
from
know, a
his
good chunk of
dad.
that money will come from his dad.
Yeah. I know he bought Ring of Honor himself,
Mm.
but I'm wondering if that would have been Shad Khan with all his with $6.9 billion. That would probably been something with his dad because
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm just wondering, God, imagine what it looked like. And honestly, I feel
I
like
can already
WWE.
picture it. I can already picture it when I first was told this by my partner. It would have been most of the no name, unimportant like wrestlers from WWE relegated to Ring of Honor. You'd have the stars of Dynamite and Collision on Raw, SmackDown, Dynamite and Collision, and vice versa for the Raw and SmackDown stars. But everyone else from NXT thrown to Ring of Honor to be buried to obscurity by the current Ring of Honor talent.
See, thing
That's
is,
what I
I'm thinking is that they already have a lot of these deals since 2023. Then obviously the whole thing with ESPN, that that deal was updated recently inside the last few months actually.
Yep. Did you see what I said sent you and Rose the other night about like the Versemania 42 theme song?
No.
Bones for the Crows by Nickelback.
Oh.
And I'm like, I actually listened to the song as soon as I found out about that announcement.
Yeah.
Chad Kroger sounds completely different. He sounds like he lost his damn part of his vocal cord voice. Like his singing voice sounds more deeper. Like the vocal cord surgery he had that I know he had a couple years ago. This had some complications because he was not singing at his yelling like normal singing voice, like he did for Edge of a Revolution, which was the 2014 Survivor Series theme song. Let's not forget. Nickelback did a theme song before this, Edge of a Revolution. He sang that song. If you listen to this one, it's like a different person. It's like a completely different person.
Hmm.
It's
What
more.
does it?
He
You
only
think
hit
it'll be?
one, he only
Do you
hit
think
one
it'll,
note of high and was at the end of the song.
Do
Go
you
ahead.
think it'll be a good song for WrestleMania?
Hell no. I listened to it. It's horrible.
Hmm.
It sounded like I was listening to a different person sing this, like be the front man for the band. No.
Oh no! I just realized he did get a picture of Duke. He got the picture of Duke on there.
I'm surprised it took you that long to realize that.
Yeah, I didn't just notice it now.
It's just
He
dawned.
said he said that. Well, I mean, earlier in the show, it changed over. I mean, he had my face, and then, dude, he had that up for a while, like half an hour, apparently.
Mhm.
Wow. I didn't realize he had it up that long.
Kentucky Fried. That last comment completely true. Now, Nickelback sucks monkey dick these days.
See, I think maybe that's what the band. See, back in 2020, the first time I ever did a call in for on the radio, like I was listening on the radio, and I had this giant boom box that runs off of Milwaukee battery. So I would listen to one of the rock stations, and they were playing like split like couple seconds of an old TV theme song. So it was like, and I heard it. It was like, I was like, hold on. After the second hint, I was like, dude, that's Night Court. No, yeah, that wasn't Night Court. It was news radio. I was like, I know that song is like that's news radio. So I was like, I'm at work. I would have to sneak away and give a call, but I just kept on listening to the show. And people couldn't guess what it was. I mean, I'm not saying it was a huge popular show. It's one of my favorite TV shows back in the mid 90s. But I was like, then no one was answering it. So I was like, fuck it. I took a few minutes and then walked around the corner, called it in. I didn't care about the concert tickets. I just wanted to call in and answer it. So I called in and they're like, all right, we're going to give you a few hints of the song. I was like, I don't need to hear it. I already know what it is. It's like, well, we still have to give, or like, okay, whatever, go ahead. And then I was like, dude, that's a news radio. And I think it was for Nickelback. And I was like, yeah, I'm like, go to watch it. And then this is obviously back in 2020. So this is right when the pandemic was about to hit here. You know, it was just right there. And when the concert was coming up, they had to cancel it. I was like, I had no reason
to answer. Correct. At least you got your answer out there for people to know.
Yeah, so but actually I was like, I didn't want to go anyways. And like if I was gonna give the tickets away, but I was like, they called me maybe a year later. It's like, hey, they're gonna do the concert. Are you still interested? You won? And like, nah, not really. Just give it to someone else.
Nice.
Well,
I mean, personally, I would have flipped my shit if you said it was if it was Dawson's Creek. I would have flipped my shit, dude. Yeah. I hate that damn theme song for Dawson's Creek.
No, God. Oh,
it gives me as much PTSD for bad songs, in my honest opinion, as much PTSD as Mario Kart 60 on N64. Rainbow Road gives me PTSD playing as a kid.
Nickelback sucks. You know what? I can't remember any of the songs. I can't remember some of the songs they play anymore, so I can't say yay or nay.
The best stuff was 20 years ago.
Oh yeah, I mean, like you said, 20, 25.
Don't even start Kentucky Fried. Don't start. Don't start. Don't start with me.
What, like 20,
look at his last comment. Look at his next comment. That's part of the Dawson's Creek theme song.
Oh, God.
That's part of the Dawson's Creek theme song. I hate that damn song.
You know, I never watched that. I was like,
neither did I. Neither did I. I just hated how it opened up the show, and it's like,
I mean, if people like it,
I'm demanding in daycare centers, change the freaking channel.
See, like, I don't care. Like, people like, see, when people tell me, like, oh, I like this, like Pokemon cards or whatever, I can't judge them. I'm like, I'm
Mhm.
into wrestling. I'm into video games. I like. I mean, I would like to collect toys, but shoot, I don't have room for that shit.
Mhm.
So like, it was either I can't do both. So that's why I went the video game route instead. So because a lot of times I'll go to the toy stores and like especially I like going with someone. I would say I used to have that toy or that toy. I had that toy, and then it was just fun like doing that with my best friend or my wife. It was cool because, and then they would say the same thing for them. But gosh, oh god, thank God I didn't do AEW Revolution because I guarantee you right now I'd be like, adult Toy Story. Yeah, man, just go in there. I
I
had that.
really, I mean, AEW Revolution, good show. Was Ronda
Mm,
Rousey needed? Hell no. Because
no.
Tony Storm's going to be off TV for essentially the rest of 2026 now.
Well, she didn't, and she didn't show up for Dynamite. So what the
She was
hell
on
was
Dynamite.
hell?
She was attacked on Dynamite in the
Was
backstage.
she?
They made a who done it storyline
No. I'm talking about
after her
Ronda.
brawl with
Ron.
standoff with Ronda. I guess she was attacked backstage on Dynamite, and they're trying to make a 9-month long who done it storyline.
Yeah, but I mean, Ronda wasn't on
He
Dynamite.
was on Revolution, is what I'm saying. Like she had to stare
No,
down the
no,
red
that's what
carpet.
I'm saying. She was
But
on Revolution, but she like they show her there, but then she didn't show up in Dynamite to say
yeah, I
why she
know
was
Ronda
there.
didn't show up on Dynamite, but Storm was laid out backstage, and no one knows who did it. So they're making a storyline, trying to find out who did it. I'm like, you're gonna make this stretch 9 months, which is
Well, I
conveniently
mean,
how long she's gonna be out. 9 months. Think about it.
well,
People are speculating that she's already pregnant, which is why she's gonna be out.
hold on. Didn't she wrestle that night though?
Maybe she just recently found out.
See, that's the thing. God, that's gotta be suck for the women. Like if you
The
were
hottest
planning.
act on the entire women's division, possibly pregnant, and off TV for the rest of the year. No,
No. I'm just imagining like God, like obviously you don't want this anything happen to the baby. So it was like where oh God, Tex did it.
Tex did
But
it.
but like when women gets pregnant and they find out they are like they're fighting and then like the next day they find out they're pregnant, it's like God, you hope like when they
Mm,
were wrestling before that it didn't cause any harm to the baby, you know. That's what
yep,
I'm trying to say.
I got you.
Because I mean, so like I'm sure the women have to be more careful. Like they probably have to take pregnancy tests if they're like getting nutted all the time.
Oh Jesus! I
Well, I
mean,
mean
Becky
that's
Lynch
true.
wrestled when she was pregnant back in 2020. She wrestled Shayna in the Performance Center Mania in 2020.
Mhm. I mean that's what happened with a lot of these women. Like they'll find out like they're pregnant like when they're in the middle of the storyline, like Naomi right now. Like I thought maybe she'll be back for the Royal Rumble, but I
Well,
think
wishful thinking of that now.
God, hold on. I gotta go clear my throat. I'll be right back.
All right,
I
you're
mean,
good.
I'll be.
Yep. Anyways, it's Joe Compton's baby. Oh Jesus Christ! I can honestly picture Tex cutting the promo saying, "I did it for Alexa," in a straight up like a Rikishi style promo. I did it for Alexa. I did it for the Bliss. Sorry, that's the best impersonation I can give for Tex. He's a good guy. My God, he's very southern.
Oh God. I know this won't be long because I still feel like I don't know if you can tell, like I still feel like I'm congested.
I
Like
can tell.
like I'm having a cough drop.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm about to drool a little bit. But I'm like I
Jesus.
can also feel like the crud in my throat.
Why don't you get some Vicks Vapor Rub if you haven't?
I probably need to get mute. Was it Mucinex?
Yeah, that too.
But like,
Vicks Vapor Rub, rub it on around the bridge of your nose, on your chest, and all that. Then take the Mucinex after. Yeah.
well, plus
Get double
what's
work.
weird, the weather here, and I'm sure you're experiencing like I was, where earlier this week it was cold as fuck, and then
Oh yeah,
today was 93 degrees here, and like I
it was
literally
like
was
something all day for me.
what?
It was like 80 degrees right now at like 77 degrees right now at 8:55 p.m. right now.
I don't. It felt a lot nicer when before I started the show. I
Mhm.
um I was walking Duke, and it was like my neighbor. I was outside. It was, and I was telling her, it's like, hey, it's nicer now than it was earlier because it was 93. Like, I need to get my AC charged in my car, so I was like sweating. And earlier, before you came on, I was saying that I was kind of having kind of emotional day because
Mhm.
I went to my grandparents' house on my mom's
Yeah.
side, and
Mhm.
I was going to go through their things, but I hadn't been in that house probably a year and a half because we had some differences from some family members, so we kind of been
Mhm.
splintered off. So I was not really able to go in that house for a while.
All good.
And I didn't care. Stuff was already out. I really didn't think about what to grab. I was thinking more likely just get tools because something I'll probably get. But I was walking through the house. I was like getting memories and like just a lot of emotions was flushing right through. I was talking to my cousin and her husband, and it was just like just talking because we hadn't really talked in a while either. And it was just like I got emotional, and then I made a mistake right after that. I mean, they were cool to me. They were being nice and friendly to me. Like
Mhm.
everything was cool, but I was just not listening to them. I was being in that house because I that was my grandparents' house that I was there ever since I was born.
Ooh.
So it was like actually that was my mom's house when she was growing up.
Hmm.
So when I walked in there, I was like, "Oh my god!" Looking around, in one room I couldn't even recognize because they fixed it up,
Mhm.
and like I just felt wrong, really trying to like I already went through the whole thing when my wife passed. I mean, I gave a lot of stuff away, but I also kept some stuff
Mhm.
because she was my wife, and I was trying
Sentimental
to keep.
value. Yeah.
And then when my mom passed, and when my dad passed back in 2015, and my mom passed in 2023,
Mhm.
I was like, uh, I I learned from that I had to let stuff go
Yeah.
because I kept some stuff at my grandparents' house at my dad's side at
Mhm.
their shed, but I was like, eventually I'll just, you know, like, unless I get a storage unit, I was like, I just had to learn to let a lot of stuff go.
Yeah.
And I just learned how I had to do that. And I did get one thing that was kind of cool. I mean, I was going to take a big box of blankets that my mom made for her parents, but I was like, right now, I really don't have a lot of room. I could make room for it, but uh, I got this canteen that had an old saltine cracker bin that was back in the day, and my parents had this. They would load up all crackers in there, saltine crackers in there,
Mm-hmm.
and my parents they had it where it was starting to rust up. So this one was like almost pretty mint still. I was like, wow, like my mom had this, so I was like, grab that, but I just didn't feel like I just want to look around,
Yeah.
and I was gonna look at the tools. By then I was like, I just had to get out of the house, and I made the wrong mistake. That after feeling emotional there, that I made the mistake of going to my some of my family members' grave, and that
Mm.
just put me over the top. And that was a bad mistake because I usually don't. I hate to admit this. I should visit more often, but a lot of times I can't take it because I go up there, I just want to cry.
Yeah, I got you.
So yeah, it was kind of an emotional day. I was supposed to meet up with a friend though too, but then I was like, it was like I'm not minus the whole emotional thing. I pretty much I had a good day. I before I went up there, I was oh gosh, I was watching a Thor movie, and then I was watching something prior before that one. Uh oh yeah, I was watching Iron Man 2, finishing up Iron Man 2, and then I watched Thor. And then when I got home, well, I finished up Thor when I got home, and
Yeah.
then watched the oh the Hulk Incredible Hulk movie, one with Ed. Was it the guy from Fight Club, Ed Norton?
Hmm. Okay.
It was the first time I ever watched that, so I was like, it wasn't bad. I mean, it was okay movie. I can see why they decided to change to a different person to play Bruce Banner, because when Ed Norton, I don't think of the Hulk or Bruce Banner. The guy who plays Bruce Banner now, I think of them. Like like right now I feel like when I watch the Marvel movies and I see Samuel L. Jackson, like even though he's a black guy playing a white person part, he fits Nick Fury perfectly. Like like it's his role. Like I don't see anyone playing that role better than Samuel L. Jackson. You know,
Yeah.
like I always like his parts in the movie. I don't think I've seen a movie where Samuel L. Jackson is bad. Like, I think you ever watched Negotiator?
The
Kratos.
Negotiator? No, I did not.
Oh, you need to watch that. The Negotiator. That's a '90s movie where oh god, it's a great movie where Samuel L. Jackson is a negotiator where he's one of those people who talks down people from like hostage situations.
Yeah.
and he gets framed for something, and he causes a situation where he's holding hostages, where they have, oh God, a, oh, trying to think of the guy's name, but who's now came out as a pedophile recently. Oh God, trying to think of what's his name. He did the movie. He's done several movies, but he was the guy, the good negotiator, to talk him down. It's a great movie. I highly suggest it. But yeah. I don't know how much longer I feel. Already can feel like fucking. Uh, I need to rest my voice. Talking too much, you know.
We can end it here if you want. I don't mind. It's your show. If you don't feel up, if you don't feel like you're 100%, I'd end it right now. I don't mind. It's your, like I said, it's your show.
I mean, you have anything
You
else?
don't feel like you're 100%. I would rest a bit in case we do LTS. In case we have to do LTS tomorrow.
I don't think it's gonna happen because the messages I just got from the Rose didn't seem like it. But oh, I did bring up one. I found one thing else. I'd like to get your comment. I was obviously, I was watching a video that had RGT85 with Richie, of Stevie Richards. They're talking about 2K26. Like, obviously, they have complaints about it because how greedy 2K has became with this game. It was like, well, I noticed it when I was playing 2K25, like when everything was splintered to the point where, like, God forbid, you play with a roster, you have to have where you have to pay for that batch, you have to pay for that batch. By the time you pay for everything, it's in the hundreds of dollars.
Yep.
Like, go ahead.
I was saying, yeah. I was agreeing with you.
Well, what Steve RGT85 said that he bought the $150 version. By the way, that's insane. No game should cost $150.
Oh,
Like,
here's the thing. Stone Cold Steve Austin is locked behind the showcase mode.
oh no, yeah, that's one of the things they mentioned that Stone Cold. Like, even when you pay over $150, you don't get Stone Cold. Apparently, you also don't get the NWO. I'm like, even though you look on the fucking cover, you have Stone Cold, you have Hollywood Hogan with the NWO. I'm like,
Mhm.
and like you paid the $150 and you can't get them.
I mean,
dude,
you have to even unlock Bret Hart in the ringside pass. It's ridiculous. And here's where it gets even worse. All the ringside pass DLC roster,
mm,
you unlock all 4 members each pass by rank 20. Everything
miss-
past rank 20 is a cosmetic crap.
I miss the old days where, like, I didn't mind if I would like pay even $15 to unlock everything and everyone, because
The
I hate.
supercharger thing, that was only $5. The
Yeah, that's what I
supercharger,
thought.
$5 to $20
Yeah.
a year. This is the first year they don't have it, and they're trying to essentially get people to pay essentially almost $1,000
Oh, fuck that
on.
shit.
You know how much? That's just Canadian. That's just Canadian currency. It's over $1,000 Canadian. You know how much it is here? Over 700.
I was going to say 800 probably.
Close enough. Almost $800 for if you get the standard edition, and each premium tier ringside pass is another 10. You got to get all the DLC, and you're spending $2 a rank for each ringside pass to get all the stuff in each one.
Mm,
Just because it doesn't expire doesn't mean. Just because it doesn't expire, maybe the ringside passes expire. doesn't mean you get the nickel and dime the players so they can get the newer things on time.
And it's insane that people still buy this shit. Where like it's pretty much the WWE version of Madden, because it was like when I stopped
WWE
playing.
version of NBA. That's what I see.
I was like, God, like it's the point. I was like, oh, so you're gonna pay all this money? You're damn near paying the console price for just one game. Like, this is insane. Like, why would you want to pay hundreds of dollars? See, I can understand. Let's say if GTA 6 comes out and the obviously you'll have probably the $80 price one, and then the $100 is like the max. I'm like, okay,
Yep.
fine. But
You know how bad this roster is.
What?
You
Right.
have at the here's the this is the I'm about to say the DLC listing because there's 4 wrestlers per season pass. 4 wrestlers each. Along with wrestlers that should have been in the game for free. Like tier 13 for season 1 gives you Kurt Angle. You have to get Kurt Angle through by tier 13 on the free tier.
This is insane.
That's just season 1. Here's the DLC listing. As we know, we have Mr. Iguana, Vikingo, Psycho Clown, and Lady Flammer for season 1. Here's season 2. All 3 members of Demolition and Kelly Kelly. That's it.
Oh, they're gonna add Crush.
and Kelly Kelly. X, Smash, and Crush, along with Kelly Kelly.
So now here's the thing. Demolition being inducted, but they're not inducting Crush. They're just inducting the original. Well, the two.
Yeah, because Crush came later, didn't he?
Yeah, but I mean, see, that's the thing. When they induct people, like they'll induct a tag team. I guess if you wanted to say the tag team, fine. But when they're doing like the group, the NWO, they should have done just Hogan, Hall, and Nash. They threw X Pac. They threw X Pac in there for no reason.
Yep. Here it continues. Season 3, which is due June of this year. Matt Cardona, Tori Wilson. Don't remember her wrestling ever. Brian Pillman, who's been dead how many years? And La Parka.
Well, I mean, do you blame if the people who obviously gives the yay or nay to WWE or 2K to use their likeness, obviously they'd be say, hey, we get free money. I would do that. So
Season 4, July 2026. The Hardys, Jelly Roll, and Lady Shani. Who the hell is that?
I have no idea.
My guess, AAA. September, season 5. I'm gonna start at the bottom. Pagano, Brie Bella, Bam Bam Bigelow, who's been dead for how many years, and I don't know why. I don't know. I guess this is why he's been off until Elimination Chamber. Danhausen's in the game.
Yes.
Hey, season 5, which isn't coming out until September.
I mean, the guy just got here, so I can understand why, but they'll probably push him up faster.
October will see the Natural Disasters, Octagon Jr., and Royce Keys. And that's your ringside pass roster.
Wow.
24 wrestlers that are premium tier unlockables only.
See, I mean, those are good names, but I wish they wouldn't have them all unlockables. Like, if they're going to be
Good.
I don't know. I just miss the old days where, like I said, like I hated where, I can understand some people like to grind to get their wrestlers. I didn't like that. I'd rather have everything unlocked so I can just play the game. I hate like when I got 2025, I
Mhm.
totally regretted it because it was like I was told how splintered it was. It was like, oh, I can't play him, I can't play that guy, I can't play that guy, but I can play as fucking Tozawa, but not Stone Cold Steve Austin or wherever. You know, it was like,
You
what the
remember? You remember when you remember in 2K15, if you won a tag, if you won a match with Victor of the Ascension, they would say Sin Cara won the match on a commentary.
did they?
Yeah, and the Ascension were DLC members in that game, and they couldn't even get like proper lines. They, if you
Oh,
won a match with Victor of the Ascension, you hear Michael Cole go, Sin Cara wins. I'm like,
that's
it's
funny.
not even Sin Cara in the ring.
Well, I mean, well, that's too. That's them fucking up. But that's another thing. Like, I mean, it's obviously when you get these games that push out yearly, like this Madden and so on and so forth, where they get every game that comes out every year. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of copy and paste because they can't rebuild the whole game and the whole
They
thing
sure
in
as
it.
hell took it off Xbox One and PS4 for this crap to happen.
Is it on PS4?
No, it's not on PS4 or Xbox One. It's strictly on Series X, S, PS5, and Steam. That's it. Just
It
three,
should be.
just three. Last gen is excluded.
Oh, that should be. I mean, you should
But
stop.
for 9 years, you didn't exclude it then. For 9 years, you had like different versions of the game dating back to 2K15, back on the Xbox 360 and PS3 versions. Yeah, different versions of the game. It's like, why?
Well, well, for the longest time, I can understand because during 29, I didn't it come out 2019 or was it 2020 when it came out? I think 2019.
What WWE 2K20?
No, the PS5.
2020, yeah.
So, I mean, for the first couple years, it was hard to
They
get
didn't even
one.
have like a 2K21 for the game though. It came out and the first WWE game for it was Battlegrounds.
Mm,
They skipped 2K21 for Battlegrounds, and that was just bad as well because of the glitchy mess that 2K20 was.
oh, they
Um,
had to put something out because uh 2K20 was bad, so they had to give you something. But what I'm saying is like it's so hard for these guys to build a brand new game and put it out every year. So it's easier to just say, hey, we already got this blueprint right here from
yeah.
like you have this. We just had to just put a new coat of paint and call it a new game.
Mm.
And they just put a few people in there and then they're like, "Oh, it's a brand new game." But like I said, it's not WWE or I mean, it's not a 2K problem. It's EA problem because they do that with Madden. They do that with all the sports, and like
Yep.
then you always have these new bugs and glitches with these new games. You figure if you're going to copy and paste, you figure it'd be the better version of the new game because you figure, hey, this bug is gone and then it'd be more polished, but it's not. It's almost like it gets buggier. But like that's why some games I like where I hate to wait forever. Like when
Mhm.
Nintendo puts out new games, I mean, they'll at least put a lot of polish on the game before they put it out. Like I hate these. We just copy and paste and just give a slight new paint job where for these games. That's what I hate. And then they're like, "Oh, there's this bug out there, so we'll better patch that." But like, if you don't get that patch at a certain time frame, oh, you'll just have the glitch version of that game forever on. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
this is what sucks with modern day gaming. Yeah, it'll look nice, but like, yeah, there's bugs and glitches in retro games, but they're going to be more polished than these new games because like they're always fighting deadlines, and they're
Yeah.
like, well, we'll just say it's a DLC patch for free. You get this, and it runs slightly better. It's slightly less glitchy, but like it's like it gets better, but it also gets worse. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like with the gaming situation, like honestly, we're headed towards the digital era. Like we're getting less and less physical copies now, to the point where like you can't like. Yeah, I guess you can still go Best Buy and get copies, but it's not like I remember when I used to go in the Best Buy back in the 90s. You had rows, literally rows of PC games that you can go up there and buy box games. You're
Mm-hmm.
like, I didn't like that one. Let's see what go down this row. Now, like they tuck the video games section in the corner where they're all worrying about selling their dishwashers and appliances and their laptops, their fucking phones, their TVs. That's all they care. They don't even sell CDs no more. Or I don't even think. I guess they do sell DVDs, but even that shit's starting to phase out too.
Yep. Yep.
So like that's sad about modern day. Like that shit. Like this is why stores like shuts down. Like I wouldn't doubt like Best Buy will go the dodo like Sears did. Like you figure Sears would last longer, but I mean because they had their fingers in a bunch of stuff. They had tools, electronics, lawn garden. Did I say electron? They had appliance,
Yep.
clothing. They had a bunch of things, and they still went under. While Best Buy is barely hanging on by their skin of their teeth right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that was a great talk. I really liked where he brought up the whole thing with the with all the downloadable players. Isn't that sad that you would have to pay
Yeah.
so much or grind so much just to get the wrestlers you want to play as?
Extremely sad.
It's, I feel. Let me ask you something. Do you think this has is? Do you think this is all 2K's handiwork, or do you think TKO went in there and was like, "Hey, we like to split these all up and try to get more bang for our buck for our people"?
Well, considering that there's a boycott happening for the game next month, on there are actually people planning a boycott for 2K26. I think it's both.
I agree.
I
Because I
think it's
mean,
both. Since
I
there's a
think it,
boycott being planned for the damn game.
I think it definitely ramped up since TKO took WWE because, like, I mean, honestly, you could see the greediness from TKO where they like trying to nickel and dime the the fans at the stadiums and or the arenas where they're
Did you
paying hundreds.
see what my girl shared about like getting a piece of canvas, how much it would cost? A piece of canvas from the Mania ring this year.
No, I heard. Yeah, I heard wrestling.
$1,500 for an
How much?
autographed piece of canvas.
How much?
Over $1,500 for a freaking rug, piece of a rug.
And who's signing it, or is it just
Who knows? I didn't pay attention to that part. Whoever is stupid enough to pay $1,500 on a ring canvas, God bless you. You're the one that's paying it. You're the one that's gonna be considered the pay pig of WWE these days, anyway. You're the reason why these people have this country, this world has pay pigs for all these stupid practices that people do.
It's funny you brought that up.
People like that are the reason there's such a thing known as pay pigs.
Oh, it's funny you brought that up because I was listening to Wrestling Soup, and they brought up about the oh god, the fucking tarps, wherever they call the aprons.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were talking about how much that shit's worth. Like they were talking they first were talking about how the cheap they paint the sponsors on the apron to the point where it's slick for the wrestlers are walking on it or running on it, and they starting to slip. Even Logan Paul saying it's slick on those sponsors ships because they're using like paint base on their mats instead of doing it the proper way. They're saving their nickel and diming that, but then, like you said, you get like little pieces of sign of the apron, but they also do it to the point where they cut it even further down, where it's small little chunks that's on a baseball card or a wrestling card, wherever. Like you'll have a little piece of wrestling tarp. So I was like, and then here's the kicker. I guess when Monday Night Raw that goes to MSG, if you would pay $400 to WWE, they'll put your name on the apron.
Oh, jeez.
Then I don't know how small. I would assume it would probably be that small, that where you would be like, what it says right there. Like, and honestly, they actually have several of those aprons. Like, they don't just have one. They have several of them. Like, if someone was had bleeding, they during the commercial or like the next match, they can take that apron and they can toss it away or not toss it away, cut it up, sell it. But it would be weird, but I can understand why to do that because any way to make a buck, fine. Like, if they can find ways like that, fine. I'm okay with it. But when they're nickel and dime it to the point where, like, the video games, I feel like that's a little over the line. Yeah, because it's like if you're playing, it's like Stevie Richards said earlier. When you buy the basic game, like you're not even getting half the product. You're getting like maybe a third of the product. I was like, oh, you're paying like, it was it $80 now for the main price or $70? It's definitely not 60 anymore. I know it went up during the PS4 era, but I know it went up. So like, God, so if you bought the CM Punk version, you're getting the basic one where like, all right, well, here's all the certain amount of wrestlers you get, and then you see all this right here. you can't get that unless you sell an arm and a leg to us.
Yep.
And that's yearly, by the way. It's like they like to fuck people over. So, and like, at least, I mean, I feel like AEW, even though, like, I feel like they're trying to give you bang for your buck. Like, ever since, I hate to say this, ever since Vince sold it to Endeavor,
Mm-hmm.
it's like a double-edged sword. Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't want Vince to be part of the creative, but and yes, he's a greedy fuck, but he's not as greedy fuck as TKO is.
Nope.
Like, we're praising, like, obviously Triple H taking over the creative spot, but now we're seeing, yeah, like, creative's gone downhill a little bit, and now, like, and we're seeing all the greediness from TKO. So, and it's funny that I will talk a lot of shit about WWE, and I'll have Dave come in here and call me a WWE mark.
Hmm.
When I would give AEW their props. Like I always said, their pay-per-views usually definitely worth the money. I would say, like, you'll get like hours and hours and hours worth of great wrestling. While WWE, you'll have, I say his name and he appears. Dave Rose is in the chat. Says you are a WWE mark. Well, my friend, I sent you a invite earlier. I'll put the invite in here. I would like to get your opinion on something if you want to join. But he must be lurking. I fell asleep. Well, hopefully you're falling asleep and just giving me the view. But I feel like I give AEW more praise than WWE. Like I watched Dynamite. Dynamite was good. Raw minus a couple spots. I feel like anytime they have Danhausen on there, it's funny. But and I like the part with where Oba Femi finally accepted the challenge for Lesnar, and then the final part with Roman Reigns and CM Punk. Everything else was garbage in the middle. Like, so I mean, I would give AEW more praise, but if Dave does show up, I would like to ask him his opinion if what he would fight Tony Khan would do if. Oh, there he is. What's up, Devious? Dave Rose. How's it going, my friend?
I'm tired.
You tired?
Yeah. Had
Yeah.
dinner and laid down for a nap, and here we are. But I got to wake up early tomorrow, so I won't be around for too long. But
I'm about to wrap up
you
because
did send me the courtesy link and so forth, and I could be watching Ken right now, but I'm watching you. So how about that?
Oh, you can watch Ken right after this because I'll be wrapping up and I'll be watching Ken or hate
That's
watch,
what I choose to spend my time on.
or I'll hate watch the show.
There you go.
But I'd like to get your opinion. So, did you hear about where Tony Khan apparently put in a bid back in 2023 to buy WWE?
Yes, I think it was 6.9 billion.
Yeah. So let's say that has happened. What do you think the future would have been like if Tony Khan was running the giant?
Off the top of my head, I can say that although I wouldn't be a fan of him doing that, unless he did certain things to prevent it from merging or other stuff, I still think it would be better than what you're seeing today. TKO doesn't give a shit, and
Mhm.
and like there's no effort put into things. Like no matter who'd be running things, it'd still be better than TKO. You know.
That'd be interesting. I mean, do you think Triple H would have any voice for this?
No, because I think Tony would know what Triple H would try to do, at least you know what kind of person he is, and they'd be like, and Tony would be like, "No, you're not in charge." I
That's
see a
true.
bigger chance of I see a bigger chance of Tony getting either Shane involved with running shit or possibly Vince himself.
No, no. I think Vince would not want to be. I mean, yeah, he was going to be under, and was it the guy who owned Endeavor?
Nick Khan?
No, Nick Khan is the president right now.
Yeah.
Was it Emmanuel? Well, trying to think what's his name. The guy for who owns Endeavor and TKO. Like that's who's the real boss over everyone, but um I don't know. I don't see Vince. I think he would say deuces if he had to go under TK.
I don't know. I mean, we see how much he's wanted to maintain himself with wrestling world. I think he'd take Tony up on the offer. If Tony had kept, you know, if he kept them separate, sort of thing. I wouldn't like to see an invasion. I wouldn't like to see a merging. If he kept it separate, I'd be fine with that.
I think he probably would kept it separate because I mean WWE already had some deals in place, so why tamper with that? But I mean, yeah, the ESPN thing came afterwards, but hopefully he would have done something better than ESPN. But I mean, it would have been interesting. I mean, maybe he could have kept like under like a new version of the WWE network, even though AEW has their version, what they're calling was it my AEW
Yeah,
my AEW.com.
yeah.
But but I think it would be interesting what Tony Khan's future would have been like in the WWE, like if he was running the show. Like, I
It'd be
mean, what
different.
do you think he would close down AEW or they would keep everything separate?
I think he'd keep them both running, and then eventually start to have them interact with each other.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
but I'm glad they didn't do that. I think it's better that because he's such a mark for wrestling that it's just
Mhm.
better that he keeps it on. He keeps it separate, you know, and I kind of like that WWE with TKO running shit. WWE's exposed for what it is, money hungry, even more
Mhm.
so now that TKO is involved.
Exactly.
Uncaring of the fans. I mean, the biggest insult, well, one of the biggest insults, I think, is where they came out and admitted, well, you know what? Vince used to do price things so that families could go. We don't care about that. We want individual people to pay $25,000 for one weekend or something.
Yeah,
I'm
fuck
glad
that.
that they exposed how little they care about wrestling, and I mean that also shows in the stories and bullshit that they push.
Mhm.
The fucking was it Royal Rumble with 4 matches throughout the entire
Yeah.
night, and you got an hour or something between each match.
I
It,
mean the Royal Rumble, I can understand why, because that's usually an hour long.
no, I'm
But
talking about the fact that between matches, between they're just showing commercials and shit.
oh yeah.
You know, and there's 4 matches in a 4 hour night. Meanwhile, in 4 hours, fucking AEW's spat out 12 like pay-per-view level matches.
Yeah, that's what it's like. At least you'll get the money worth out AEW on their shows. While like I mean, you hope if you get good PLE from WWE, but
If
you'll
you get a
get
good PLE, something happened. Like you're in another alternate reality or something. Because honestly, like let's forget about how good AEW does their pay-per-views. How bad can WWE get when it comes to pay-per-views? I don't think there's a limit because just look at the last year or so.
Mhm.
And it's just like your audience is getting ripped off and you don't care.
No, and I think they're starting to see it because back on 316 day that we didn't get to see Stone Cold
Yeah.
on 316, that they were saying you get 31.6% off of WrestleMania tickets. Like I guarantee you, they're not doing that if they're selling tickets off, like flying off the shelf. You know.
Yep.
Those tickets also extended to Stand and Deliver in St. Louis, which Sexy Red will be there, which further emphasizes that I'm not going to Stand and Deliver at the factory in Chesterfield.
See, like I'm
not going to see a professional wrestling show just because one of the biggest trap artists in St. Louis is going to be there. If I'm going to go to a wrestling show, I want to see wrestling, not Sexy Red shake her ass next to the little Levites.
well.
I'm not
I mean,
putting myself through that again.
I had Raw came by and SmackDown come by, and it's like ever since the ticket prices has gone up, it's like, you know what? No, I'm not doing it. Like I was gonna go to AEW recently, but I think I was sick. And I was like, I just didn't want to go up there when I was sick. But I enjoyed, honestly, anytime I went to a wrestling show at any, like I've been to indie shows, I've been to WWE shows, and I went to AEW show, and I had a good time there. But and I actually got a lot closer to the AEW ring than ever in a WWE show. But I mean, I did pay about 100-ish to be in that spot, but I paid about
JCW Costanza in the chat. JCW over AEW and WWE. One of those is factually correct, but AEW is better than WWE at this point. Like from a wrestling stance, creative wise, neither company's good. Personally,
no.
neither company's good creative wise.
I didn't watch.
You storm off for 9 months, not explaining why. You got Ricochet telling a woman he's glad she's got MS.
He's glad she's got MS, and
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's just perfect heelishness. Like,
Oh no!
He taught him a lot of shit to the point where he might not have a job now, possibly by next.
I don't know. He's bringing the heat.
About Brian Alvarez.
Oh no! That's
No, Alvarez isn't to be trusted.
oh no! I mean, he did say that. I seen the tweet, but like,
Yeah, so have I.
but look, I think that is a little over the line. You could
Yes, that's what heels do.
Yeah, but that's true. But that's damn near telling someone I wish you'd go kill yourself.
Yeah, basically. Yep, that's it. I still don't see what the issue is. He's a heel.
But he lives his persona on TV also extends to social media. Mind you, if this were someone like, let's put it like this. No one reported the fact that he said that tweet went out. But they didn't report anything about it until his apology. No wrestling outlet covered that story about the tweet initially when it first came out. No outlet did.
Well, the thing is, I had to say that I don't think he was saying that as a heel because he went back and kind of doubled down where he was saying that he would get death threats or trolled from the fans, like death threats on his wife too. But one
His wife, I've
no.
seen the death threat she got on Instagram. She shared Instagram stories of those.
Oh, I was just saying, Ricochet said that they were getting death threats.
I
That's
mean,
just-
she got
Samantha
called
had
a
to
whore by
deactivate
someone
her.
because of his words to that woman.
But-
His wife got called a whore, and that blood is expected for both of them. Like, who says shit like that to anyone? First off, you're calling a married woman a whore. You're saying blood is expected for both people when one has nothing to do with the other than being married to them. Who says shit like that?
Well, obviously that person is insane because no one should really.
He called her
Have-
a whore and threatened to R-word her in front of Ricochet.
That is insane
wanna
to
talk
say that.
insane? That's over the line to me.
Yeah.
That's over the line to me.
Well, yeah, obviously that's over the line, but I still think saying I'm glad you got MS. I think that's
It's
a
not
little
the
too
same
much.
thing. It's not the same thing. That's
I think that's. I'm not saying
Saying
that
someone has
is
an
as
incurable,
bad.
they're glad they have an incurable disease is a bit different from saying I'm going to R-word your freaking wife.
No, I'm just saying they're equally as bad.
no, they're not. No, they're not. That's like going to one of these.
One,
That's like
one
going
has
to
an
these
incurable
haunted
disease.
houses. Somebody is, an actor paid to fucking try to scare you. They come up to you and go ooga booga, and then you get scared and you want to fight them, and you take a swing at them. No, they're two totally different things. You didn't have to fucking respond and react in that way to the person who was in the haunted house. You chose to be there. It's not the same thing at all, Casey. I can't believe you're saying that.
But do you
I'm
agree
just
with me, Dave Rose? Do you agree with what I'm saying? Neither one is the same. One is a jab at someone's medical history. Another one is someone making a blatant threat on someone's
Yeah.
I'm just saying they're both bad.
And
That's what
can
I'm saying.
further traumatize them for the rest of their life if it ever happened.
Well, MS is something you deal the rest of your life too. So that's what I was saying. It's not
incurable,
like.
yes. It has no
But
cure, yes.
I'm-
But the trauma from having
Oh.
that happen to someone, it stays with you until you die as well.
Well,
It stays
I
with
mean,
you.
obviously
I
that's
actually
worse.
therapy
I
for it.
agree. I agree that is worse than saying someone has MS. Yes, I agree that is s- worse than that. I agree with that. But I'm just saying, like, I still feel like saying I'm glad you got MS is like that's a
It's over
I
the
don't-
line for him as a member of the roster, I guess, right?
okay. I agree
Is that
with
what you're
that.
trying to say? It's over the line for him as a roster to say that?
I think also saying that to a person is like, I'm glad you got that disease, or I'm glad you got that. Like that's like when you're actually wishing death on someone. That's why I feel like when you're really going over the line, because but I'm like, I mean, do I think he deserved to be fired? No.
Insulting your like deceased wife. It's no different than Cronin and Krug insulting your deceased wife on Monetize This a couple weeks back. That's over the line for any person you consider a friend. Over the line.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying that. I mean, I just don't like the whole I'm just saying, do I think he should be fired? No, but I
No.
think
He doesn't.
fine, sure. Then let's just move on. Maybe he can play off as it being as a heel afterwards.
I mean, here's exactly in verbatim what Jesse said on JD's review of Dynamite last Wednesday.
Mhm.
He thinks it's just cancels culture, nonsensical bullshit. That's in verbatim. That's a summary in verbatim what he said. He hates cancel culture, and if you honestly think he wasn't even though it's a bad thing to say, if you honestly think he should be fired, fuck off. That's his exact wording, almost.
And I agree. I mean, I'm not like
No
I
one
said
should be
before.
fired over what they say online, unless it's
Well,
like something like that person said to his wife, or words
yeah,
in front of him.
I agree. I agree with that. I mean, no,
That's when you
I
start getting the cops involved over shit like that. That's when you start getting cops involved.
but
'Cause
I
that's a
just
threat on
think
your, that's a threat on your partner.
I just think it's not smart to say that. I mean, honestly, if I was a talent, unless I was promoting something, I don't think I would try to interact with people unless like if you're playing as a face, fine. Okay, you can play as interact, but when you're a heel, like people were comparing it to NJF, like where his whole get deal is when he'll interact with children and give them the finger. It's like,
He's in character, though. Personally, he's in character doing that. That's not how.
yeah,
That's not really how he actually acts in real life. He's in
yeah,
character. Ricochet, we don't know if he was in character when he sent that tweet out or not. That's the thing.
exactly.
We don't know if he was in character or not.
That's true.
Why not
He
just
was
always
talking to a
assume
lot of
he is?
people.
Why not just assume he is? That's what the heels are supposed to do.
If he's in character, that's one thing. If he wasn't in character, which TMZ reported on this whole thing, it's like,
Oh my god.
TMZ's
It was
covering
on-
this. This is not good.
See, I don't
If
think it
covering a
deserves to be
wrestling
on.
story, it's not good.
Honestly, I don't think it warrants to be on TMZ for
Exactly.
that. Like, let's say, like you said about the response he got. Let's say he said that to that person, then yes, I can see why he would be on TMZ for that. But the whole thing of the MS, I still think that's slightly out of line.
Mhm.
But
Doesn't
he-
deserve
he-
TMZ coverage, though. That's for damn sure. Does not
Yeah.
deserve that type of coverage.
no,
Just because no wrestling news outlet would cover it when it first broke, doesn't mean TMZ should be the first ones to break it to the rest of the world, especially non-wrestling fans.
no, it definitely gives him heel heat for sure.
It gives him I want to R word your wife type of heat at that point. Think
See,
about it.
back in the day, like, I mean, this is even before me watching wrestling. This is probably, I don't know when you guys started watching wrestling, but I know back in, I guess, in the 80s and 70s, and when you got crazy heel heat, you'll get stabbed or shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. One fan actually tried to defend Junkyard Dog with a freaking 38 revolver, according to what Junkyard Dog's Dark Side of the Ring episode.
Yeah.
One fan actually had a loaded gun pointed at Michael Hayes over the fact that, like, in storyline, Hayes blinded him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, the gun pops up right next to him ringside while he's sitting in front of fans. The guy pulled out a loaded gun. I'm like, what?
Well, nowadays you gotta be real careful, especially if you give someone heavy enough something to, like, if they give away something, or like, remember when Roman Reigns got nailed over the head with a Money in a Briefcase replica?
Oh God.
Yeah, I was like, I'm sure that was cost some money to get that briefcase, and that's like. I mean, obviously that's horrible. But that's one lucky shot, because of, like, imagine if you missed. I was like, well, there goes my one shot.
I
Right,
mean,
like-
someone threw a freaking hot dog and bun at Mabel at King of the Ring 95, landed true on his freaking forehead, caught on camera too. Who remembers that? When
don't.
Mabel became King Mabel in 95.
I mean, I remember. I remember when Shawn Michaels or someone said it when they were doing the they were in Boston, and
Mhm.
it was the DX workout, and it was Shawn
That was 98.
Michaels. What?
That was in 98. DX workout
Yeah,
was in 98, right before
yeah.
Mania. 15.
And Shawn Michaels got hit in the head with I think it was a D cell battery. A
Yeah.
Mhm.
battery.
Yeah.
I'd be pissed too. Like, at that time, I'd get like, what kind of security back in the day they would have? Maybe
Very
metal
lax
detectors, but honestly, nothing to
security.
today's standard.
You
Like,
know,
some,
go ahead, finish.
like, imagine someone coming into like a football game and carrying like a pocket full of batteries. Like,
Mm,
obviously, you
mm.
can't do that now.
Hmm. I mean, I recently found out something that shocked even me. There's actually tag match, two tag matches that exist in '95 in Smoky Mountain Wrestling, where New Jack and the Undertaker faced each other in these two tag matches in Smoky
Interesting.
Mountain in 1995.
So that makes sense. They would send their
But here's the
wrestlers.
thing: it was Undertaker, Tracy Smothers versus the Gangsters, D'Lo Brown, Mustafa Saeed, and New Jack, in a salute the flag match, in a salute the flag tag match. That was the first. That was the first match. Taker won. Taker and Smothers won because Taker pinned D'Lo, and the three brothers had to salute the rebel flag.
Oh! Oh my god.
They had
That's
to salute the damn rebel flag because they were in Pikeville, Kentucky. And mind you, over 2,000 fans saw this match. 2,000 fans saw that 3-on-2 tag handicap match. They had a
WWE
standard
was
6-man tag a couple nights later, but apparently fans were turned away because they could only fit about 2,500 people in the building they were in.
that's actually quite a
To see
bit.
Undertaker and New Jack in essentially a tag match against each other.
That's insane. You wouldn't think, but it makes sense. Smoky Mountain Wrestling was like kind of in a relationship with WWF, so they would
Mhm.
send their guys down there.
Yep. But you wouldn't think Undertaker would go down there.
I
I mean,
don't see why
for
not.
Christ's sakes, Undertaker wrestled like Hakushi in Michinoku Pro Wrestling once as well.
Mm.
And that's in Japan. That promotion was in Japan. Imagine that. Tensei Sasaki wrestling Mark Calloway, The Undertaker, in a Michinoku Pro Wrestling ring.
Well, I'm gonna start wrapping this up. Too bad it was my birthday. Too bad it wasn't someone else's birthday, so I can profit off their birthday like someone else would do.
All we can say, my mother's birthday was yesterday. She's 56.
But I'm
And
sure
you can profit off of that. So
I love how someone would do a happy birthday stream for someone else, but they'll profit off their show. So too bad it wasn't your guy's birthday, so I can profit off yours. But
oh jeez.
I'm just having
Oh
fun.
good,
God,
good.
just just taking a little jab, like a little friendly jab. But I do appreciate you guys coming by. It was fun to have you guys on. It was good talking with you guys. We had some good fun topics, and hopefully we chit chat before WrestleMania. So
Yeah, hopefully.
yeah. So
I'll be able to stand and deliver on Peacock though. I will not be attending the show. Even though it's about a 20-minute drive from my house where they're holding the event.
How did you guys like the Revolution?
I
Amazing,
didn't. I
amazing.
didn't.
I
I
want to
didn't
know
watch.
why Ronda Rousey. I want to know why Ronda Rousey showed up for the show.
Yeah.
To the point.
Well,
To the point.
she's friends with
WWE management.
she's friends with Marina Shafir. That's the reason why she popped in. A lot of AW fans not really keen on the idea of her being there.
I mean,
but
I know they're friends. I mean, so
Mm,
does this mean will we see Shayna Baszler make an appearance possibly too?
hey, you know what? She'll probably do better in AEW.
yep,
I
that
mean,
is true.
I mean, Shayna Baszler could be the not kill. She could be the
the killer.
potential done it to Tony Storm if by the end of the storyline because they want to stretch that storyline out 9 months. Who attacked Tony Storm?
Yeah.
Shayna Baszler, when she was in NXT, she was the killer. Like something happened when she went from NXT to the main roster. Vince,
She had that match with Kyrie Sane with her both heels in Brooklyn, New York. No one knew who to cheer for, and they both got booed out the building.
She got
Then they
molested
know
by
who to cheer for.
Triple H's nose.
but I would like to see Shayna Baszler there. I think she would do good. I mean,
She wears a good dance. She can rock a good suit. That's for damn sure. She can rock.
AEW, despite what people say, can actually put good storylines together. So they would be able to make it work. You know, just like if Tony Khan actually bought out WWE, you know, at least his storylines would be better than fucking what you got now.
Uh-huh. And there'd be about 5-6 hour PLEs as well.
Yep.
With like loaded matches.
You know what?
We
He
would
probably
have
wouldn't even
dream
call them
matches at the end.
PLEs. He'd stick with just calling them pay-per-views, you know?
We'd also have
Yeah.
like
Holy
dream matches
shit.
with MJF from the WWE side if he owned them. We'd
See, the
probably
thing-
get MJF versus Roman Reigns.
like I brought up about Raw. The only parts of Raw I liked was the beginning where Olafemi accepted the challenge against Lesnar for WrestleMania. Then anything with Danhausen is funny. And then at the end, when they had Roman Reigns with CM Punk doing another face to face, at what from between those 2 points, it was garbage. It was
The
like,
thing is, though, would have been darker because remember, Punk mentioned Roman's father, Sika, in the week prior's promo. The original plan was Roman to bring up Larry. That got axed because Roman and AJ, well, Punk and AJ, have cried once a month about that dog since he died. Once a week, every month since he died.
well, I mean,
It would have been good for the story, but it
Oh,
would have
yeah.
gotten Roman some missing teeth.
well, I mean, honestly, it has to be okay from CM Punk because that'd be pretty fucked up. Mention
I
about
mean, the New Day line about Paige and Xavier Woods wasn't cleared by the New Day, and that got put in the Uso New Day rap battle.
Yep.
That didn't get cleared by the New Day. They were shocked to hear it as much as the crowd was.
that's a
Yeah,
That was a
I
different-
don't get all rated R like your boy Xavier Woods.
dude, what was that,
That
10
was
years
cleared by
ago
the New Day.
though? Was that like 10 years ago though? Or longer? When
Less
that
than 10.
happened?
About what 7, 8 years, 7, 8, maybe 9 years ago.
Yeah.
And that was
But still-
that was a different WWE. Like I
It
think
was
you
still a
could,
Vince McMahon run WWE. You would think if they were to get away with that just to shock value of the crowd and their opponents, you honestly don't think that Roman could have said that as a snide comment during his promo on Monday?
no, I think a lot of people,
just to like
a lot-
add the emotional heat to it.
I think people were actually expecting him to say it, but I mean, I actually liked the promo. I know a lot of people didn't, but like, I do like. I've been saying the WWE product's been awful lately, except sprinkles here and there.
Mhm.
So I'm not just a WWE mark. I'm a wrestling mark, but I'm not a WWE mark. I actually
You are
do-
because you made so many videos against AI videos against AEW, but you only had like a handful of ones for WWE. So no. When we see that you make 30 video shorts in a row about WWE, then we can talk about fairness.
I mean, he's got you there, Casey. He's got you there.
I mean, granted, yeah. I mean,
You made some AI videos about The Rock and Hulk Hogan interviewed by Mean Gene, but like
Yeah.
that's old
That's not-
guard talent,
Yeah,
not current day talent.
yeah. Touche. I can't say anything about that because it's true.
Mm.
That's true.
But you know,
I
the
can't-
bottom line is that at least we've got somewhere good to go to for wrestling. We got AEW.
Mm-hmm. And if we want an alternative for either, we have JCW,
What is JCW?
Juggalo Championship Wrestling,
The
Mm.
the ICP run promotion, Insane Clown Posse,
and Vince
Well, I know-
Russo bought into it.
Vince
and Brian
Russo?
Zane's on there too.
Well, I guess I'd have to see it to.
It's on YouTube. They're on YouTube.
I'll have to check it out then. But that's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and wrap it up. Let's Kratos, you got anything to promote?
I'll be on a draft, a fantasy draft for fantasy baseball in about an hour. We're not streaming it. It's going to be on Discord. It's going to be in a Discord server I'm in.
Ah,
Yeah. Other than that, I got nothing really planned. I'm supposed, I may have something planned, but I won't be streaming it because I have a doctor's appointment Tuesday morning.
Well, Dave, what about you?
Nothing planned. I'm gonna be going back to bed soon. But
All right.
Okay. Well, I want to
Have
send.
fun whatever you're planning to do tomorrow, Dave Rose. Have fun whatever you got planned tomorrow.
thank you.
I'm gonna send whoever I have in here over to Ken because Ken deserves the viewers. So, I'll be watching Ken, saying hi, and maybe I'll join in later on if I feel better. So,
There you go.
I appreciate you guys coming on tonight, and it was a fun night.
Yeah.
You guys
All right,
have a good night.
Talk to you guys
Let's
later.
See you guys.
Deuces.